I'm Kevin Coleman with the Side Up Post, and we just closed out a Chillicothe Council session. Jeff Creed, you had not an open house.
We had a review session for the streets improvements that are being recommended by American Structure Point around the park, which include Mulberry, Water Street, Yoctangee. So we had American Structure Point. They came and provided a presentation on what changes they want to make and why they recommend those changes. And then we had an open time for discussion with the community on the different areas as far as changes to the streets, changes to the intersections, and changes to the parking. We had a lot of discussion, didn't get through it all, so we're going to have a second review session to discuss the information further. I know American Structure Point is working to limit the loss of parking spaces, because that was one of the big issues that we had with a lot of the downtown businesses. At one point we were at 17, I think they said they're down to 2, but we're waiting to see drawings on that as well. We still are waiting to get some feedback from them as far as road changes within the park. And when we have that information, we'll do a review session on that as well. We might do both at the same time if we can. We'll kind of play that by ear as the information becomes available. But it's something that is definitely, we want to make sure when we make these changes that we do the right thing. We want the roads to be safer, but we also want to make sure that we don't hinder our businesses and their ability to provide services to the community. So it's kind of, we're looking at both items looking at both issues and make sure we do what's right for Chillicothe.
That was a hour-and-a-half session there. Was it broadcast or recorded?
Yes. Yeah, it should be on the YouTube Live for the Chillicothe Council.
You mean Facebook Live?
Well, we do it on YouTube, then I think they share it to Facebook. So I don't know if it got shared on Facebook or not. And then they were also trying to post the presentation that was done by American Structure Point so people could review that. So we'll continue with that, but yeah, that should be available online.
AJ.
Any guess when you'll do part 2?
Not yet, no. I think we may try to do another location that's maybe a little bit bigger and provide a little bit more time and not butt up against a council meeting, so that way if we do go a little bit longer, we're okay and we make sure we get everything covered.
Okay. A week, 2 weeks, a month?
Probably a couple weeks at least.
Okay.
Because I would like to get the information on the roads inside the park as well and kind of do it all at one time. But if that's not possible, I'll focus on the exterior roads first.
And there were 3 main thrusts of this. The roundabouts?
They recommended 3 roundabouts, one at Water and Paint, one at Water and Yoctangee, and one at Yoctangee and Mill. And they recommended changing the Water Street to, instead of 4 lanes, into 2 lanes with a center turn lane to help calm the traffic a little bit and move it more regularly, keep it a little bit safer on that street. And
there was a little pushback or concerns from Downtown Chillicothe Inc. and a business.
They brought up a number of concerns. One is the construction period, losing business during the construction period. The long-term concern was the loss of parking or loss of ability to deliver stuff and people pick stuff up at their stores and where the parking is at. So I think those are things that they're still looking at, and American Structure Point is trying to make sure that they address those concerns. At the end of the day, as a committee and then as council, we'll try to make the best decision we can for Chillicothe.
All right. If people have concerns, can they reach out to you?
They can. Yeah, we've already received over 100 emails, some for, most against the project. We think as we become better educated, it will help us all make better decisions, especially the council members, as we move forward.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep.